Have you ever opened the refrigerator, looked around, closed it, and then opened it again a few minutes later, as though different food might have appeared while you were gone? I did something like that recently. It was late, and I found myself standing in front of the open pantry, staring at the shelves. I was looking for something to eat. Except I was not actually hungry, not physically anyway. I had already eaten. What I really wanted was for the day to stop pressing against me. It had been one of those weeks where every finished task seemed to uncover two more. There were messages I had not answered, things around the house I had meant to take care of, work I wished I had done better, a few decisions I was quietly hoping would somehow make themselves. My body was tired, but my mind was still holding a meeting that nobody had asked it to schedule. So I stood there looking for something sweet, salty, crunchy, anything that could interrupt the noise for a few minutes. I did not need food, I needed relief. I think most of us have our own version of standing in front of the pantry. Maybe yours is reaching for your phone without even deciding to. You unlock it, check one thing, and suddenly 20 minutes have disappeared. Maybe it is putting something into an online shopping cart because imagining the package arriving feels easier than sitting with whatever is bothering you. Maybe it is working later than you need to because finishing one more task gives you a small sense of control. Or maybe it is researching a problem until you have 12 tabs open and somehow feel less certain than when you started. None of those things are necessarily bad. Food is not bad. Rest is not bad. Watching something funny after a difficult day is not bad. Planning ahead is not bad. But sometimes we ask ordinary things to do a job they were never capable of doing. We ask them to reach fears they cannot touch. We ask them to reassure us that everything will be okay. We ask them to give us peace. One of the lines from this Sunday's reading from Isaiah asks, "Why spend your money for what is not bread, your wages for what fails to satisfy?" I do not hear that as God scolding us for enjoying ordinary things. I hear it more like a gentle question. Is this actually helping? Is the scrolling helping? Is the overthinking helping? Is pushing yourself harder making you feel more secure? Or is it only making you more tired? Is this feeding you? Or is it keeping you distracted long enough that you do not have to notice how hungry you really feel? Those questions can be uncomfortable because deep down, we usually know the answer. And sometimes we carry that same exhausted way of thinking into our relationship with God. Prayer becomes one more thing we feel we should be doing better. We tell ourselves we will spend time with God after we finish the urgent work, after we get the house under control, after our thoughts become quieter, after we are less distracted, after we feel a little more spiritual than we do right now. But that version of us never seems to arrive. There is always another task, another worry, another reason to postpone being still. And without realizing it, we begin acting as though God is waiting for a better version of us, a calmer version, a more focused version, a version with stronger faith and a cleaner kitchen. At the very least, a version that can pray for 60 seconds without suddenly remembering an unpaid bill. But these readings are not filled with people who arrive before God carrying plenty. They are filled with hungry people, thirsty people, tired people, people who cannot provide everything they need for themselves. In Isaiah, God invites the thirsty to come and drink. He invites people who have no money to come and eat. That part matters. He does not tell them to return when they can afford it. He does not ask them to explain how they became hungry. He simply tells them to come. Then, in Matthew's Gospel, Jesus is surrounded by a huge crowd in a deserted place. It is getting late. The people are hungry. The disciples look at the crowd, look at the time, and realize they do not have enough to take care of everyone. Their solution is understandable. Send the people away. Let them go into the villages and find food for themselves. It is practical. It may even sound responsible. But Jesus says something I keep coming back to. There is no need for them to go away. There is no need for them to go away. Going away is often exactly what I do when I feel overwhelmed. I move away from stillness and honesty. I move away from God and toward anything that makes me feel as though I am taking action. I plan harder. I distract myself. I try to fix my mood. I tell myself I will return to prayer after I deal with the urgent problem. I send myself somewhere else to find relief. Maybe you do that too. When anxiety rises, maybe your instinct is to escape the feeling, to open an app, to keep working, to replay the conversation, to imagine every possible outcome, to do anything except admit, I feel overwhelmed and I do not know what to do with this. But Jesus does not send the hungry crowd away, and he does not send you away either. Not because your problems are imaginary, not because prayer instantly makes every difficulty disappear, but because you do not have to leave his presence to face what is real. You can remain with him while you are tired, while the answer is unclear, while the day is unfinished, while your faith feels smaller than you wish it did. The disciples look at what they have: 5 loaves, 2 fish. That is all. Compared with the crowd, it almost looks embarrassing. Why even mention it? What difference could it possibly make? I know that feeling. It is waking up and realizing you do not have the energy the day seems to require. It is trying to be patient when your patience is already worn thin. It is looking at your responsibilities, your finances, your family, your work, or your uncertain future and thinking, what I have is not enough for what is being asked of me. Sometimes that is the most honest prayer we have. Lord, I do not have enough energy. I do not have enough patience. I do not know what the right decision is. I am trying to trust you, but I am afraid. I do not feel focused or peaceful. I do not have much to give you today. The good news is that Jesus does not ask the disciples to create more before coming to him. He asks them to bring what they have. He does not shame them for its smallness or ask them to pretend it is more. He receives it. He blesses it. He breaks the bread. And somehow, what was not enough becomes enough. This does not mean every problem disappears if we say the right prayer. It does not mean we can ignore responsibilities, avoid difficult decisions, or assume life will unfold exactly as we want. It means we do not have to carry everything successfully before we are allowed to come close to God. We can come while we are confused, while the problem is unresolved. With our small amount of patience, our distracted attention, our uneven faith, our 5 loaves, our 2 fish. Maybe that is what empty hands are for. Empty hands are not impressive. They cannot point to everything they have accomplished. They cannot pretend to be in control, but they can receive. Psalm 145 says that God opens his hand and satisfies the desire of every living thing. I spend so much time looking at what is missing from my own hands, what I have not finished, what I cannot afford, what I do not understand, what I am afraid I cannot handle. But the psalm turns our attention toward God's hand. His hand is open. He is not standing far away, waiting for you to pull yourself together. He is not irritated that you are tired again. He is not disappointed that you are still struggling with something you thought you would have overcome by now. He is near. The psalm says that the Lord is near to all who call upon him. Not only to those who call upon him beautifully, not only to people with a peaceful morning routine, a perfectly organized prayer journal, and a home that somehow never has laundry in the wrong place. He is near to all who call upon him. And sometimes calling upon God does not sound polished. Sometimes it sounds like, Lord, I am overwhelmed. I am angry. I am scared. I do not know how to handle this. I need help. Please stay with me. St. Paul's words in Romans make this even more personal. He asks whether anguish, distress, hardship, or danger can separate us from the love of Christ. His answer is no. Nothing can separate us from the love of God. I have heard those words many times, but I often live as though there are exceptions. Maybe God loves me, but I have not prayed enough lately. Maybe God is near, but I have wasted too much time. Maybe I should have handled this week better. Maybe I need to improve before I come back. But Paul does not leave room for those private exceptions. Neither the present nor the future can separate us from God's love. That means this present moment cannot separate you from Him. Not the difficult message, not the financial worry, not the tension in your chest, not the task you keep avoiding, not your distracted prayer, not standing in front of the pantry at midnight hoping crackers will solve a problem much larger than crackers. God is there too. You do not need a better setting to find Him. You do not need candles, perfect silence, or a suddenly improved personality. You can notice Him in the middle of the life you actually have. So let's practice that now. Nothing complicated. You do not have to force yourself to feel peaceful or clear every thought from your mind. Just allow yourself to be here. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. If it is comfortable, rest your hands open in your lap, palms facing upward. Notice what you are carrying today. You do not have to solve it. The unfinished work, the conversation you keep replaying, the person you are worried about, the decision you do not feel ready to make, the tiredness you have been pushing through. Now, quietly, tell God the truth. Use your own words or pray, Lord, this is what I have today. It does not feel like enough, but I place it in your hands. Receive it, bless it, help me use it well. Take one slow breath. You do not have to hold your entire life together in this moment. You are allowed to need God. Jesus, you already know what we are carrying. You know what we are trying to fix, what we are avoiding, and the fears we cannot always explain. You know how we reach for distraction when life feels heavy. You know how tired we are. We do not have perfect prayers to offer you. We only have what is honestly here, our unfinished work, our anxious thoughts, our small amount of patience, our distracted attention, our hope, our fear, our 5 loaves, our 2 fish. Please take what we have. Help us stop running toward things that cannot give us peace. Remind us that we do not need to earn your attention or become better versions of ourselves before coming close. When we feel we do not have enough, help us place what we have in your hands. When we want to send ourselves away from you, remind us that we can remain. You are present in the kitchen, in the car, at the desk, in the tired morning, in the quiet moment before sleep. You are here in the ordinary parts of our lives. Nothing in this moment can separate us from your love. Nothing waiting for us tomorrow can separate us from your love. Stay close to us. Teach us to recognize you and open our hands. When we have nothing impressive to bring, help us trust that honesty is enough. Jesus, we place this day in your hands. Amen.